Hi, my shelflings. Welcome back to Shelf Esteem Issues, where the shadow court of questionable choices is the only court where robes are optional, the judgments are slightly feral, and the emotional damage is always admissible evidence. On this side of the wood, we don't just read books. We interrogate them like they're on trial and we've had 0 caffeine and one too many opinions. And today, we are dragging disaster class wizards, giving feral side-eye to a village that collectively needed therapy, and judging magic like it personally keyed my car. If written in red was a chaotic roommate situation, Uprooted is Mother Nature going fully unhinged because therapy is expensive. Emotional stability is optional, and boundaries were apparently never invented. Grab your grimoire, light your purple flame candle, brace yourself, because this story rolls up like, hi, I'm here to ruin your life, shake your soul, and maybe kiss your forehead if you survive. This one gets wild. Here's why this book grabbed me by the face. Let me set the scene. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this book opens like a folklore fever dream. We have a village sitting on the edge of a corrupted, hungry forest called the Wood. And when I say corrupted, I don't mean cursed in a cute, aesthetic, pumpkin spice witchy way. I mean the kind of wrong that makes you Google your symptoms and land on, congratulations, you are haunted, infected, and possibly becoming a tree. The Wood is the villain with commitment issues. It doesn't just attack people, it digests them. It rearranges them. It gaslights them with bark. Then we have our girl, Agni, my chaotic queen, my walking disaster spell. A girl who looks like she lost a fist fight with a shrub every single morning and somehow still shows up ready to accidentally break the universe with magic she didn't even know she had. She is the physical embodiment of the phrase, I'm not messy, the world is just too delicate. And into her chaos walks the dragon. But he's not actually a dragon, just a wizard named Dragon. Because apparently fantasy HR took the day off. This man has the emotional range of a butter knife, the bedside manner of a wet cat, and a tower that screams, red flag Airbnb host who charges cleaning fees but does not clean. And somehow, these two disaster magnets become the kingdom's final defense team. This book is earthy, feral, witchy, and smoky in a way that digs under your nails and lives in your bloodstream. And today, we are unpacking all 400 layers of emotional chaos. Let's dive in to some red flag and redeemable situations here. First up, we're featuring the dragon. Let's put this wizard on the stand because, oh boy, the charges I have prepared. Charge number 1, kidnapping, but contractual. Every 10 years, he takes a girl to his tower. Sir, this is not a mentorship. This is not a scholarship. This is some Beauty and the Beast, but without the charm, the rose, or the free library access nonsense. Verdict, red flag. And not even the cute kind you hang in your reading nook. Charge number 2, being emotionally constipated. Agni is out here doing magic like a storm-touched goddess, with leaves in her hair and destiny in her bloodstream. And the dragon is like, stop being messy. Sir, she is literally saving your tower from spontaneous combustion. You could say, thank you, once in your life. Verdict, slightly redeemable. Because on the rare days he expresses emotion, it's like witnessing a solar escape. Rare, dramatic, and guaranteed to blind someone. Charge number 3, chronic hater energy. He nagged Agni like it was his cardio. Every breath she took offended him personally, and yet he taught her magic in a way no one else ever could. They're basically the magical version of exasperated professor plus feral student who might accidentally set the syllabus on fire. Verdict, redeemable, with full supervision and a magical ankle monitor. Final shadow court ruling, the dragon, he's a red flag, but with potential. But he needs the following immediately. Therapy, a nap that lasts 3 to 5 business days, and at least 3 hours where Agni isn't destroying his tower with improv jazz magic. Next case, thirsty for trouble. The forest is feral, and so am I. This is the part where we dive deep into the chaos. The scenes that made me clutch the book like it owed me rent money. Chaos moment number 1, the wood's corruption. The wood acts like a toxic ex with villainous horticulture energy. Jealous, manipulative, vengeful, smells like emotional mildew. It doesn't just harm people, it assimilates them. It turns them into walking trauma trees. The wood isn't just a setting, it's a metaphor for generational wounds that nobody wanted to unpack. Chaos moment number 2, Prince Merrick. This man arrives with full medieval gym bro energy. He kicks down the door like, hey, I'm here to help, and proceeds to make everything catastrophically worse. He's the kind of character who thinks chivalry is about causing collateral damage. Chaos moment number 3, Agni's magic. Her magic is messy, intuitive, feral, witch-born chaos. It's like cottagecore if cottagecore got drunk, stole a horse, and galloped straight into destiny. She doesn't cast spells. She vibes them. She interprets magic like jazz. And every time the dragon watches her, you can physically feel his blood pressure rise. Let's rate the book's chaotic elements on a scale of 1 to 10 feral. We'll call this the feral factor. We're going to start with Agni's magic. I believe she's a 9.5 out of 10. Spell casting, like improv jazz, while the dragon has a slow motion panic attack. The dragon, 7 out of 10. He pretends he's civilized, but he's one bad day away from tearing down his whole tower. The wood, 12 out of 10. Needs holy water, a therapist, industrial bleach, and possibly a sage bundle the size of a house. Agni plus dragon's magic sinking, 11 out of 10. The magical equivalent of enemies, allies. Oh no, we accidentally bonded magically, emotionally, and spiritually. Kasia, 8 out of 10. She's my resilient queen of tree trauma who came back swinging. All right, we're on to the Shadow Court. We're going to pull up a few things for you guys here. So, this is the Shadow Court where you, my shelflings, become the jury of chaos. Let's review who gets freedom, probation, or the dungeon. Agni's up first. Freedom? I say freedom. Chaotic good energy with only minor world-ending potential. The dragon? Probation. With magical ankle monitor. And sir, we are watching you closely. Prince Merrick? Dungeon. No parole, no exemptions. Do not pass go. Do not collect. Well, you know the saying. Next. Period. The wood? Burn it, bury it, salt the ashes. Not in that order necessarily. Let's dive deep. Let's go down the rabbit hole of roots and ruin. The law beneath the law. We explore root magic, corruption as a metaphor for colonial harm, the forest as a living trauma archive, the corrupted heart, the queen's twist, the way Agni rewrites tradition using instinct over rigidity. This part of the story hits differently. It asks, what happens when a wound is so old, the world forgets how it started? Who gets to decide what survives and what rots? Okay, shelflings. Shine. Sound off in the comments. I want your take on the wood, the magic, the chaos, the trauma, the law, all of it. And that, my loves, is Uprooted. A book that braided wild magic, old grief, chaotic love, and one very dramatic wizard into something unforgettable. If you enjoyed today's journey into the forest, don't forget to submit your verdicts to the Shadow Court of Questionable Choices. Was the dragon A red flag? Pop a red flag in the comments. Do you believe he was redeemable? I'd like to see those gray hearts. Or do you believe I can fix him? Drop that purple devil in there. Let me know. Until next time, step into the shadows, embrace the chaos, and remember, on the side of the wood, we don't read books, we interrogate them. Shelflings, court is dismissed, but brace yourself. The smoke is already shifting, and the next episode is kicking down the door. Like a prophecy you definitely shouldn't ignore. Bye-bye.